Hi everybody, my name is Chris Clark and I'm the Director of Sales over at BreachLock, and I am here with Seemant Sehgal, founder and CEO of BreachLock. Seemant, how are you doing?
Good, how are you, Chris?
I'm doing well, can't complain. So Seemant, you are at RSA every year, what do you think?
Well, this year the theme is the art of possible, and I think the energy is great. It's awesome. I love the conferences because you get to meet a lot of practitioners. Being a practitioner myself, and this year, I'll tell you what, the conversations that I had were incredible. There's a lot of awareness now on offensive security, which is very different from when I was part of the CISO's office at one of the largest European banks. People like talking about offensive security now. They want to know what their security gaps are, and pen testing as service, and automated pen testing, and breach attack simulation, the whole pack in offensive security is huge this year. So far, I've enjoyed it a lot.
That's awesome, that's awesome. Just being over at the booth, earlier this year, we released Continuous Pentesting, and it seemed to be creating a lot of buzz around, the attendees of the conference. Can you explain a little bit of what your vision is for Continuous Pentesting?
That's right. I mean, the more practitioners I speak to, especially in the pen testing space, they're very curious about what BreachLock has done in the continuous pen testing space. So essentially, if you look at that piece of the puzzle, there's a few ways you can take that on. One is where you could look at it from a quarterly or a biannual perspective, but that's still pretty much hands-on, a human-led approach. And if you want really something continuous, then it's the automated piece. But there are pros and cons to both, Chris. And my personal favorite is the hybrid, right?
Of course.
And that's what BreachLock does. Obviously, we combine the two. We let the power in the hands of the client when it comes to run self-service, automated pen test or automated scans, as you might want to call it. And when it comes to the more deep stuff, you leave it to the in-house OSCP, OSCE, CREST certified pen testers of BreachLock. So for me, continuous is a combination of both, being hybrid, automated, and manual combined into one solution, and that's BreachLock.
So, a big key phrase this year at RSA has been GenAI, right? And, I think I'd kick myself in the head, right, if I didn't ask you, where do the security risks lie with GenAI?
Yeah, I think with any technology that has grown exponentially in the past few years, be it cloud or any of the other technology pieces that you pick at, the more faster you grow, the higher are the chances that you would leave gaps into your ecosystem. And GenAI is not a holy grail. It's subject to the same flaws, the same mistakes that we made in the past. So yes, there is a lot of chatter about GenAI and how you can use it in various cybersecurity applications. But at the same time, there's a lot of customers that come to us now that want us to test those GenAI applications in different pieces, and BreachLock is working continuously around the clock to build that expertise so we could uncover those risks and tell our clients that yes, you can use GenAI, but don't let another door open for the bad guys, because especially with the LLMs, it's an interactive stuff, and if it goes wrong, you don't know how wrong would it go, right? So I think it's extremely important that we as a global leader in pen testing as service and attack discovery, we talk to our clients, educate them about the best practices that are available in this space of GenAI pen testing, and that's exactly what we are here to do.
Excellent, excellent. Now, Seemant, I know you are a busy guy, you got meetings to attend, but I did want to ask you one more question. Just being here and being so, ingrained in cybersecurity and being such a leader, where do you see the offensive security market going? And I know that's a general question, but I figured who better to ask?
Yeah, no, I think it's a very relevant question. First of all, I think looking back, past few years, I've seen a lot of growth in this area, much better than 5 years ago. So you've got, continuous automated red teaming, you've got automated pen testing, you've got breach attack simulation, and of course, pen testing as a service. And I think what we will see with the continuous threat and exposure management, or cybersecurity threat and exposure management, people like to call it both ways, we would see a lot of focus and emphasis on the continuous element of offensive security, And we would also see a lot of focus on consolidation within this field. Which brings me to the point. That's why BreachLock is one of the few solutions that put attack surface management and pen testing as a service into one consolidated platform play, which means our clients can continuously discover data breaches on the dark web. They can know what their attack surface is, and once they know, they can prioritize it, and once they've prioritized, they can pen test it. So I think you would see more and more innovation where this becomes a more integrated approach, and instead of picking up the phone and waiting for the consulting company to show up 3 months later, you just go to the platform, click a button, and maybe you get a pen test report in 3 days instead of 3 months, right?
Beautiful.
So all in all, I think there's only one winner, as I always say. There's one winner in this whole offensive security innovation spree that we have now, and that's the CISO.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Seemant, thank you so much for your time. Well, there you have it, folks. Chris Clark and Seemant Sehgal from BreachLock signing off.